YouTube. Today we have another review of an aged kit. Today we have the review of the HG Adele Diva Colors. Now, about some time ago, I did review the Adele, the normal version, and once again, I was really satisfied with the kit and decided to go get the Diva Colors as well. And once again, this is going to be another simple review because I don't think there's really no point in showing the same thing over and over. So I'm gonna go over pretty much the difference. Although one reason that people would buy the Adele would be its leftover parts. I'm gonna be pretty much showing you guys that again. So once again, before we start with the leftover parts, let's go with our usual. Now once again, the Adele is like a mass production type of the Gundam AGE-1 Normal. Hence, you are able to use like the tightest forms and the tightest weapons and like the the Spallo wear on the Adeles as well if you wish to do so. So for components, it's pretty much the same as the retail version. What you get, of course, is the shield, the dots rifle, and two beam saber hilts that goes onto the waist section. So pretty much all the weapons you use are stored on the kit. So that's that. So as you can see, there's two beam saber hilts, and this one's somehow popping a little bit to the front. So I'm going to push this a little bit to the side and then show you guys what you're supposed to get. Now you get two beam saber effect parts, and these are the flat ones, the more which I do actually prefer than the traditional round ones because I don't know, they have less they're more easier to use for me. I mean, the round ones, some are like stiff, some don't really fit well, and you can break the connection joints. Well, the flat ones, I haven't had that situation yet, so yeah. And you get a open left hand, unlike the Genoese 2, which they give you a fist. And then here you have the sticker and decal sheet. I believe the retail version, not the retail version, sorry about this is a bad habit of mine, but the normal Adele version actually does not come with this sticker decal version because the Adele Diva Colors in the show, we had like ones that has the number 1 or number 2 unit on it, so that's why they gave you this. And as a bonus, they did give you some the Federation symbols. Usually, I believe these would go on the shield, but I believe they're not really specified where to go, except for the 1 and 2. Okay, now here is the sticker. Now it may look like this is like a lot of stickers, but they're not really that much. Most of them are like extra details in the legs and thrusters, so no need to worry about that. Those are pretty much those. Some go to the shoulders, some go to the legs. And here we also have some eye stickers. Yes, despite having that dark blue visor as the face. Behind that, there's actually like another more Gundam-ish face, which I did explain on my Adele review as well, the normal Adele review. So once again, you can just put the stickers, or you don't really need to use these because they're pretty much gonna get covered up. It doesn't really matter. But now inside there's a face in it, and they tell you to put gray stickers on the face and on eyes on it. Honestly, last time I colored it in metallic silver. This one I got lazy and decided to use these. Honestly, the face and eye stickers are really unnecessary. Same goes for the Genoeses, and they're not really that necessary because they don't really show that well if you use the sticker or not. So that's that. Okay, now let's go over with the leftover parts because mobile suit wise is like it's based on the AGE-1, a mass production type of the AGE-1 Normal, but kit wise it's also pretty much that as well. So there's a lot of parts that goes into the AGE-1 as well, especially like the arms and such. So here we go. Well, usually there will be leftover polycaps, nothing too different. And here are all the stuff that you get. You get not all like a whole plate, but still a good amount of stuff. And these ones I cut off accidentally. Okay, so where to start now? Yeah, start with the main big one. The big one, what you get is the leftover parts from the Age. You have the side skirt, the white parts. That's actually from the beam saber holding parts from the AGE-1 Normal. You get the front skirt and back skirt of the AGE-1. You get the lower leg part. I believe the side parts are the exact same as the AGE-1 Normal, while the actual legs on the bottom are actually different designs. So you get a set for each side. You have the left and right. I accidentally cut one side, so I cut these parts off, and you get white beam saber hilts, so you can still use those if you want to do so. And you get the shoulder parts of the AGE-1 Normal as well, and the front leg part. So the only thing you'd be missing to make an entire leg would be, I guess, the polycaps and maybe the connection between the feet. yeah, the ankle joint. And then you get this part, which is actually the front part of the Dots rifle. So if you don't like having the simplified version, you can always use this if you want, because the AGE-1 Normal one has actually the handle, and you can, of course, you have to twist the thing, but yeah, it's really good to know you have that, I believe. And the end tip is the exact same as the one that you're using. Oh, actually, no, you get the end tip as well, separate end tip as well. Here it is. And I believe this part is a head part, which I believe you won't be able to use this by this alone. You get the waist section, you get the backpack section, or the back thruster to be more, specific. And you do get the ankle guards. Yeah, so you do get a good amount of parts to pretty much customize the Adele in your own flavor. You can make like a mixture of the AGE-1 and the Adele if you want to do so. So once again, that was the leftover parts. So once again, the strong point of buying an Adele is that you get extra parts from the AGE-1 Normal, a good amount. So if you want for customization purposes, that's pretty good. So kit-wise, these two are exactly the same. The only difference is the color. Now on my camera, the sky blue showing on the Adele, the normal version seems to be pretty good, but if you look at it in person, you might get the wrong idea. But the Adele Diva Colors definitely suits or makes it look much more better, to be honest. The shoulder parts are not the same as the Spalos, but they do look alike. And mostly the stickers I've mentioned, other than the ones that goes behind the visor, are like these stickers. Like, come on. If you look at the shoulders, I don't know what's wrong with this camera, but yeah, here we go. You have like these black sections on the shoulders. So to be honest, if you have like a panel line marker or a black Gundam marker, you can color these parts as well. The knee sections also stickers. Well, these parts might be tricky to color because you have those silver engravings on the sticker as well. So yeah. And then you have these black sections right over here. And once again, can be easily colored. And same goes to the back of the shoulders. And articulation wise is pretty much superb. I'm saying, just to show you guys demonstration, which I did show on the Adele review, but it has a double jointed bend. It has a double jointed bend on the legs. The back skirt, front skirt moves as well, and they come in a single piece. But you can divide them if you want to, because there's a ball joint between them. And you have a side swivel, can go to the side, forward and backward 90 degrees, no problem at all. Arms can go, oh, sorry about that. Arms can go to the side 90 degrees, and it has your typical 360 twist, ball jointed hands. Head is pretty modern. I mean, it's the basic movement of the head, and then sort of an ab crunch, but not really. I mean, you're kind of forcing the body to move. So yeah, not an official ab crunch. And the back, you can see definitely it has that age looking to it, because it's like lacking two thrusters here, and then the extra spoiler there. So yeah, this is definitely a simplified version / mass production type of the AGE-1, and because it's so simple, that it has a lot of like opportunities for like customization. Yeah, well, that's definitely one strong point as well. Now the only issue or part that some people might have a gripe of would be how the arms connect. But because if you see this, there's like a slight gap between the main body and the arm or the shoulder, to be honest. And this is I'm pushing as much as I can, and that's as far as it can go. So having that gap, some people might not like that. So I can see like some people. The main reason for that is that this is a polycab, and then there's like a teeth over here. So that's why it's blocking its way to go all through in. So yeah, I guess you can modify it, but yeah, I kind of found that to be a little bit odd. Granted that some parts do need some extra space to move, but I'm not sure if this is one of those. And yeah, the beam saber hilts are here. While the Age is a white one, you get actually blue ones for the Adele. And another strong point about the Adele or the AGE-1 Normals is that you can, now the shield connector is on the back, but if you want to put it on the side, you can pull this part off. Oh well, that was my fault. Now I don't remember having this much of a problem on my other version, but this one's really stiff for some reason. But you can, come on, okay, you can pull this part off, you can pull this part off, and then this will reveal. Now this one has an entire hole, and there's a polycab inside there. Well, if you want to put it on the side, you have this engraving. Make it go to the side. You can't go. You can't make it go to the other side. You can only go on the side, on this side or the back. So you can go move it, re-plug it, and there you go. You can plug the shield inside there if you want to do so. The Master Grade AGE-1 Normal actually is able to rotate this entire section, so that was a very good aspect if you ask me. Okay, I think I got that. So yeah, the best way I can describe the Adele is that it's very basic. Basic, it has really good articulation, and definitely is like really like definitely meant for people who love to customize this. So another thing I remember, or if I believe I did not mention in my normal reviews, that the Adele has the beam rifle, or Dot's rifle, has this peg you can pull out, and you can actually store it onto the back section right over here. It just plugs in like that. And it kind of looks awkward because of the handle, but yeah, that's how it works. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the review. That was the simple review, since I already reviewed the Adele, of the Diva Colored version. So basically, for this kit, it's really most of the kits provide the same components and leftover parts. So this is more of a matter of which color do you like more, or like which one do you prefer. Anyway, thank you for watching the review. This was the review of the Adele Diva Colors. And that's it for today. And I still have more kits to buy and build and make reviews out next week. So please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.